At the end of episode 4 of the Ahsoka show, we see Ahsoka fall to her death. Or did we? The very last scene of the episode, Ahsoka sees her old master, Anakin Skywalker, in the world between worlds. But does that mean she's dead?
Possibly.
Stick around to the end of this video to hear why I think Ahsoka is not dead, and why I think it's possible that Ahsoka Tano can never die. Smash a like on this video and let's break this all down. This scene is not the first time Ahsoka has been in the world between worlds. In Star Wars Rebels Season 4, Ezra Bridger saves Ahsoka from dying to Vader on Malachor 5, pulling her out of time because this battle took place years before. So what the hell is the world between worlds? Simply put by the man, the myth, the legend, Sheev Palpatine himself in Star Wars Rebels, the world between worlds is a conduit between the living and the dead, meaning an in-between place outside of space and time. It allows the dead to speak to the living and the living to the dead. Now, in Star Wars canon, it's still unclear what happens when you die. If trained correctly in the light side of the Force, you can become a Force ghost, but what about everybody else? Ahsoka explains to Sabine in episode 3 of the Ahsoka show that the Force flows through all living things, which means in Star Wars, when all things die, they become one with the cosmic Force. And it's still unclear whether or not that means that they go through the world between worlds or not. But this does mean that if you are in the world between worlds, you can see anyone from any time, living or dead. Okay, I get it. What does this have to do with Ahsoka at the end of episode 4? So like I said earlier, in Star Wars Rebels we see Ezra pull Ahsoka out of time right before she's about to die. I believe this is the exact same thing that's happening at the end of episode 4, but Anakin is the one pulling Ahsoka out of time. If Ahsoka were dead, we probably would have seen a body or some sort of indication on the rocks at the bottom of the cliff that Ahsoka did in fact make it to the ground. Now this is where things get interesting. How was Anakin able to pull Ahsoka out of time if Anakin has been dead for years? Well, we know Anakin is a Force ghost. After Return of the Jedi, we see him on Endor, and we have seen Force ghosts be able to not only communicate with living beings, but also be able to move and interact with objects. We see this with Luke Skywalker multiple times in Rise of Skywalker. So if that explains how Anakin saved Ahsoka, if it was just a Force ghost version of Anakin pulling her out of time, there is still a way more important question. Why? Why is Ahsoka the only one who has ever been saved by the world between worlds, and now she's been saved twice? What makes this girl so important, and what is her role in all of this? In the Clone Wars Season 3, we see Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka go to this place called Mortis. Here is where Ahsoka dies for the first time, and Anakin brings her back to life by pretty much combining Ahsoka with the daughter who is the living embodiment of the light. And the living embodiment of the Force might just be immortal, and that might just explain why Ahsoka has survived 3 near-death experiences. However, there might just be another reason. In Star Wars, there has always been this overarching theme of destiny.
It is your destiny.
We see that Anakin was destined to destroy the Jedi and the Sith. Luke was destined to restart the Jedi Order better and fix the flaws from before. I guess that didn't work, but what is Ahsoka's destiny? To stop Grand Admiral Thrawn? That doesn't seem nearly important enough for a girl who's been brought back to life 3 times. What if there's something going on in this new galaxy? What if this place was something that she had to discover? And there's a bigger threat, maybe the Grisk or the Yuuzhan Vong, coming for the Star Wars galaxy we know and love, and Ahsoka is the only one who can stop them.
Now who's gonna stop me?
Nice haircut.
Not by herself, of course. She's going to need the help of many of her friends.
So much like your father.
But Ahsoka Tano may be the key to all of this. At least I see no other reason for this girl to be saved from death 3 different times. But for now, we just have to wait. Episode 5 will give us the answers to so many of these questions. Seeing how Dave Filoni is directing it, it's going to be over 50 minutes, involve the world between worlds, Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka, and it's even being put into select theaters. So to sum it all up, no, Ahsoka is not dead. She did not die at the end of episode 4. Anakin pulled her out of time the same way Ezra did in season 4 of Star Wars Rebels. And the reasoning for all this, as Baylan said, is something far greater. There's clearly something going on in this new galaxy, and I can't wait to find out. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you think Ahsoka did die in this episode? And what do you think is to come in the next episode? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Smash a like on this video if you liked it. Hit subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. We go live on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so don't miss out on any of that by hitting that subscribe. And if you want more, go check out this video I just did explaining the ending of episode 4 because there was a lot going down in that episode.